Welcome to Rosie Talks. This is our first podcast series where we are talking about mixed cultures in our family.
This is Sonia, my daughter. And this is Hikma, her sister-in-law.
Hi.
This for the first time, guys. I'm so sorry.
Because we have a very unique situation going on in our
Mm-mm.
family where we have a lot of different types of cultures and different religions. So I think that's why we wanted to have a
Yeah.
podcast just to discuss how different we are and at the same time how similar we are
Yeah.
and how we live with each other in harmony and and just like make it simple for everyone.
How did we meet? Sonia was born in 1993 and she was born
1995.
1995, sorry.
Oops.
Okay, we married in 1993. She was born in
Right.
1995 and
Mm.
what else? Yeah. She was born and brought up here in UAE and
My father is Indian and my mother is Filipino, and that's where it all starts, I
That's
suppose.
wonderful mix, by the way, because I don't normally see Indian and Filipinos. It's always like Indian or Arab. Let's say, if we're talking about UAE here,
Yeah.
since we're here in UAE.
But what do you think? In your time, there was a lot of this kind of mixes, right?
no, not so much. Not very much Indian couple.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah, no,
What was the
not so
combinations
much.
at that time?
At the time, there were about like so many like locals.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Filipinos mixed with locals.
Locals,
Yes.
right?
Okay. And Hikma, how did
Well,
you end up in the UAE and how are you here today?
right.
You're
So,
from where? You're from where?
so I'm originally Thai, but my mom is half Chinese, half Thai, and my father is also Thai, but he has like a little bits and spices of Indian as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm basically all three-o, I guess you could say that. And I was born in Thailand, but I was raised here.
Mhm.
And how I know Sonia and her mom is my big brother.
I think it all started when Sudaisi and I got together. It was 2019, I think.
By the way,
Yeah.
I met
Yeah.
Sudaisi. I don't remember the year
Yeah.
at the time, but I met
Mhm.
him when he was very small. Not
Right.
small, not very small when he was very young.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And today
I think when he was like 18,
yeah,
19 years
18.
old, right?
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Sudaisi is my son-in-law.
Yeah, he is my
The brother
husband,
of-
The
yeah.
brother.
her brother, and her son-in-law.
Ah.
Yeah.
So that's how we all know each other. He is the common denominator, and he is not in the video right now, but you may or may not have seen him somewhere in other videos. But yeah, so that's how we all know each other somehow. But yeah, let's go back to talking about.
Um, so since you were born and raised here, being a combination of the two nationalities, and yet you're raised here in an Arab cultured place, how did you go about that, like growing up?
To be very honest, for me, it was very different because I never hung out with Arab children. My neighborhood were full of Indians,
Indians,
and I was
Sri
even,
Lankan,
yeah, Sri Lankans
Pakistan,
and
yeah.
Indians mainly, Pakistanis as well. It was very less Arab for me because we lived in a very like Indian community sort of
Yeah.
thing in Sharjah, and I even studied in an Indian school. So for me, I was very more natural,
Mm-mm-mm.
gravitated naturally
I
towards
think that's a
Indians.
Towards
very
Indian
yeah.
because you know why? This is also another mistake that I
Mm.
did. We were not so much involved with all the Filipino communities.
Mm-mm.
And secondly, Sonia did not learn Tagalog because of that.
Yeah.
There was not so much
Yeah,
involvement.
there was very little involvement of
Yes.
Arabs and
Yeah,
Filipino
yeah,
culture,
yeah.
but more Indian
I
and
think that's a very common thing here with kids growing up in UAE. Like at some point, me and my brothers were also put in an Indian school.
yeah,
And that's when I guess it gravitates my brother
yeah,
to you, to
yeah.
meeting you.
To have a lot of
Yes.
our friends are also Indians, and
Mm.
so how was that for you growing up?
Same with me as well. Like growing up, we were always like moving towards like the Arab culture rather than the Asian. Like we do
Yeah,
speak
correct,
Thai
yeah.
in our house, but not as much as English or Arabic that was like mandated to speak
Mhm.
around. And also, we have another half of our family is also Emirati, and so it's just English or Arabic.
Yeah,
That's it.
at your house, right?
Yes.
And how did you, like, in your time, like with your friends, how did they raise their children? And, you know, how did you see it from your perspective? Because you're obviously older than us, and
We raise,
your generation is a bit more different from
yeah,
us. So,
we raise our children differently. It's very
Yeah.
simple. Three basic:
Mm.
graduation. Oh no. I think I remember I wanted you to have a debut, which is, like
mm,
18th birthday.
Right, like the
So
typical
nice.
Yeah,
Filipino,
typical
like
Filipino,
16-year-old,
yeah.
18-year-old debut.
18.
Yeah.
Second,
It was very embarrassing.
What dress did
no,
you
my
wear?
all
What
my friends
color?
were there. My God, they put all the effort to come.
Yeah.
Please
for the
describe your dress.
18.
You gotta.
My dress was a
Turquoise.
turquoise
Yeah.
blue, like corset dress.
Oh, God.
And I could remember
That's
really
so-
all my friends were there, or it was like, I don't know, still there, imprinted in my head,
Mm,
how my friend came to help me
right.
for the preparation.
Mm.
One is doing this, one is doing
Yeah,
that.
it
In the last
was-
minute, we didn't have the MC, and then one of my friend Rowena, she came over and she said, "No, I will do that."
Yeah. It
And
was fun.
It is
yeah.
a
and
big thing
there
when
was
it
this
comes to
big,
debut.
in the hotel, we had a budget of not a very big budget,
Mm,
but there was this guy, a very good friend of ours.
yeah.
His name is David.
Mhm.
Okay, he did everything for us.
Shout out to David.
Yes.
He even named me actually.
Yes, he did everything. The second is your education, which is very, very
Mm.
meaningful to me. And yeah, and the third one is her marriage.
Mm.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is all what I wanted to see,
Right.
because
Like a milestone
yeah,
in life.
the marriage is something different. This
Yeah.
is different from what we talked
That's true.
earlier,
Yes. Yeah.
So this is where the blended family.
Exactly. A blend of culture,
Why are we
a blend
here
of
sitting here?
religion.
For me, religion is a very subjective topic because I've obviously been raised in a mixed household. So for me, I don't see religion as a very linear, how do you say, a linear point of view. It's
Yeah.
very subjective. It's a very spiritual connection rather
Right.
than a, linear connection.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't look at religion in that way where I have to be certain to one or have a favorite or have like any kind of like how do you say, like perception.
We celebrate Christmas. We celebrate Diwali. He's Hindu, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why she's Hindu.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, also we celebrate Eid.
Yeah. Because of
Like,
my
because
brother
of our
and my
brothers,
family. Yes.
Your friends.
Yeah. I've noticed
So
that
I
too.
think
Like,
the religion, nationality is not at all
yeah.
the problem today.
Yeah, exactly. It should be something to be like, we're not necessarily forcing you to worship each other's religion, but rather celebrate it as one.
Yeah.
So we're united in a way.
Also, she's also part of the blended family.
Yeah,
How's
exactly.
Your partner.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
when you talk about challenges, so I do have a partner who's a Filipino, and since my family is like mixed, so we never really cared or stuck to one culture or two cultures. We're just pretty chill with whatever comes. But when my partner is there, I feel like I face more challenges when when I have a partner. You guys have this thing where you started celebrating once it's Burr months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From September.
That's the new term
I
that
don't
I've
get
learned.
that concept. Although I'm half Filipino, I just don't
No, because I
understand
did
that.
not do it here when I'm here, since I got married and stayed here for long years, many years. I don't actually celebrate in the beginning of September.
I don't find the need.
No.
Again, challenges and
Yeah.
pros and cons of blended families. Like sometimes I'm a half Filipino, but I still don't agree with a lot some of the traditions, and that's okay.
This time I
like
put the tree a little bit early. It's because I like it. Otherwise, I always put in the middle of the month, sometime last week of December. Oh, no, no, not last week, mid of December. So I will put it and I get excited.
Yeah.
a lot.
Going
We
back to
have
food,
Yeah.
how does it, like you mentioned earlier in your household that growing up you had Thai and Emirati
Yeah.
upbringing.
Mix,
So
yeah.
what was your food situation
Yeah.
on a
L-
daily basis?
Yeah, this is very important.
Let's just
yeah.
say my mom, even though she's Thai, she would make a mix of all the cuisines. Like some days we would have spaghetti, that's my favorite, one of our favorites. And the next day it would be like rice or fried rice. Or the next day we would have like an Arab grills, Lebanese grills to be
Yeah.
specific.
It's more difficult for them because there's 7, no?
Yeah.
Siblings.
Yeah.
4 locals
And so yeah,
and 3 Thai.
3 ties. Yes, that's right.
Imagine 7 different head, 7 different taste buds.
Yeah.
Yes.
This afternoon,
Mm.
Sudisi, my son-in-law, by the way, her brother,
Yeah.
he was asking, "What do you eat? What do you want to eat? What do you want to eat?"
Yeah.
And for me, what do I want to eat?
It's
You
like
know-
we have 3, 4 options coming from everyone
Yeah.
else.
But for me, I'm very easy one because
Yeah.
I eat only this much.
Mhm.
So order everything. I will just take because
Yeah.
I don't have issue with food.
Yeah.
Because we are blended family. We're
Mm.
exposed. We're open to the what is outside.
Yeah.
We are one step further ahead of others. I'm not competing or anything. No, I'm just saying the fact that
Mm.
we are exposed.
Yeah.
To different kind of things here.
Would you say that that's one of the pros of being in a blended family?
Yes, very much. And
Yeah.
actually, one that I don't know that dosa, they will go run there and eat. I don't like it, so I,
I
don't
love
go.
dosa. On the
don't go
contrary,
to
I
eat
love
there.
dosa.
At first, okay, I will go because I just want to take video.
You dosa lovers, do not come at her.
No, I don't like it, but I like Indian food. I like
I
only
like
North
dosa.
North Indian
I could
food.
eat dosa if give me a chance. I could eat it every single morning.
Yeah.
Same. I love the crispy type
Yeah.
actually. Right. To wrap up this whole conversation of blended family, what do you think, since okay, you're married to my brother, so we're expecting kids, right?
At
What
some
do you
point, yeah.
like? What's the whole idea? And like, tell us just.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, yes, we definitely want to have children, but then obviously raising them is going to be another thing because they would be more blended than us.
Right.
They would be super, super blended.
Mhm.
And I mean, I'm happy that they will have a lot of people to teach them around them,
correct.
which
Mhm.
is
They're very lucky.
which is the best part is
Correct,
that I
yeah.
will not have to worry about teaching them a lot of culture and tradition because they will have people
Mhm.
around them to show them how that is.
Correct.
And see, I'm Indian, but I'm half Filipino and my husband is Thai. They will naturally take the father's
Correct,
course
yeah.
in terms of religion and nationality as
Correct,
it's a rite of passage. For me, I believe that is very important, and that's what my dad did for
Yeah.
me. So
Exactly.
I wouldn't have any
Yeah.
any sort of like
Don't do this. Don't
yeah, I
Mhm.
wouldn't have
Mhm.
any of that
Correct,
kind of
correct.
thing because I
Mm-mm.
don't want to confuse my children, and I don't want
Yes.
them to feel like they don't have an identity
Yeah.
because they know, like I'm very straight with what I want in that
Mhm.
kind of thing. Like they would follow the father's whatever rite of
Mm-mm.
passage. So for me, I know that they will be Muslim and I know that they will be Thai. That is already, and
Mhm.
I want them to learn Thai as
Mhm.
speaking, and that's something that's very important. And bring down like the same cultures and traditions that I was brought into, like eating Filipino food, Indian food, and just hopefully teaching them how to speak all the languages that I
Mhm.
know. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know that many. It's
Mhm.
just English, maybe Hindi a little bit.
Mm-mm.
Tagalog is not going to be so much for me because I don't know how, but my mother is there, and then Thai from the father and grandmother and siblings.
Yeah, yeah. And would you also like expose your
Yes,
kids
yes.
to other religions?
I think it's important to kind of show a little bit of here and there. As much as I know, I will teach because I didn't have that much of guidance in terms of religion.
Yeah.
I don't want the same thing to happen to my
Yes,
kids
yeah.
because I would like my kids to know a
More,
little bit
yeah.
more about their
Correct,
faith
correct,
than
yeah.
I did because it was difficult kind of not having that kind of true
passage.
north.
Foundation.
Yeah,
I
a
meant that,
foundation,
yeah.
a religious
Mm, mm, mm.
Oh,
foundation.
yes, correct.
What about you, Hikmat?
Like, say if I wanted to have kids, I would definitely like expose them to both the cultures, religion as well. And when the kid comes of age and maturity, I would definitely, if the kid is leaning towards one side or the other, it would be hard to understand since it's all new because I'm raised in a Muslim household.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't oppose just
I think that's the way
Yeah,
forward now
yeah,
because
yeah.
the world is changing so
Yeah,
fast.
it's changing
and
so fast that you cannot stop.
yeah.
If I don't know anything, I do ask. I'm not
Mhm.
ashamed to ask. Never feel ashamed to ask. This is very, very important. Don't
Yeah.
think if you ask question and you want to know things that you're stupid. No,
Mm,
that's not the
it's
life
better
today.
to always
Yeah.
ask rather than not do anything at all or do something wrong.
Yeah. This is how we end our conversation for today. And yeah, hopefully we'll have another podcast. And yeah, with me, I like to talk a lot. I
Yeah.
have so many ideas, but thank you, Hikmah, for coming up with this podcast. I always say, that I used to say I always want to do the podcast, and yeah, that's why this happened.
Anyways,
Say bye bye. Say bye bye. Thanks, everyone.
Have a blended weekend.
Yes.
bye.